see how the Rattlers can do here out of the gate. Again, into the wind to get the evening started. Braden with the handoff. And how about that's, and I mean nowhere to run for Blake Fitzgerald. Twos greeted one another.
Yeah, no doubt when you can get your defense to put points on the board, huge advantage in the first half of a football game.
And frankly, I would say this, Kenny, the wind obviously it was a bit of a factor. That was a ball just shouldn't have been thrown. Wide receiver was right there.
Yeah, you know, we give the quarterback a little bit of an excuse on that throw. Maybe the wide receiver ran the wrong route.
See the carry, huh? And you got a lot of black shirts. Now that's Tony Sanchez, who stopped up in the booth with us for the second quarter of our game. That is a CSN first down, and you get the Miners. Take a look at that long run, Kenny.
We're almost untouched, basically, into the secondary, and decided, step out of bounds right here. Don't need to.
There's offensive line. This was easy.
I'm sure Coach Sawyers is very happy to get some yards on the ground on that drive. Every yard came via the run.
They're going nuts.
Best sponsors.
Fans are going nuts for chicken education. and we're going to have a big mustache coming up later too. With the satellite dishes, and that's a good run off the left side. And he is a good-looking back.
Coronado, Kofor?
No, it was at Palo. It was that same night, and this kid's kicking. He's kicking.
He showed his leg. Travion Ward looks like a heck of an athlete, a junior. Been tough defensively, making plays, and that one, that's a heck of a catch right there. Great throw.
Making it into the UPS Store red zone.
Heck of a catch. Look at this, over the shoulder. Is just on cruise control right now.
There's Wright, and that was pretty well defended. Wright just gets it there.
Yeah, very well.
Boy, he has an arm.
He really does. Unknown.
You happen to be tuning in for the first time. We did a game up here several years ago, and that was back when the games kicked off at 8. Yes. I love the 7 o'clock.
Yeah, so it was 2 years ago, and then last year something happened.
Well, it was like a 53. There's Braden dancing again. And good open field tackle. Actually, wow. I guess you say great open field tackle. So that was a good timeout by Coach Sawyers. They dialed something up.
Yeah, they did. They put some pressure on. Said, hey, no more this is not flag football.
When change left, they can get down there in a heartbeat, and then they kind of ripping your heart out right before halftime.
Everybody's coming back. Don't tell me they're going to bring that one back. Don't bring this one back. Come on.
Coach saying, all right, Tyree, you just run way down there, and
everybody.
Steven, you just throw it way down there, and then that's the play?
Three wide receivers set to the right. 2 guys on the inside go down across the field, and then they open it up for Hayes.
The play that still could be a home run for them is that quick slant to Hayes.
That was just 4 seconds. That's big.
And there's the running play you were talking about, Kenny, that could produce big results. And it is going to be Ward with the carry of first down. Moving down, and the clock would have kept running.
Yeah, I think that may have been the reason he dropped it. Not on purpose, but because he was thinking about them. And they had the G-force. He could stop.
There you go.
Nice throw. Wright's making it look easy.
Listen, the coverage.
And the
honestly,
catch, Kyle, it's like he looked like he's been taking lessons from Hayes.
Kevin Johnson's going, you're kidding me, right? I mean,
he's a sophomore. He's a sophomore too, by the way.
That was. Let's throw this again. You know, Neil, if you could show the flag at the goal line, and you see McMillan slow to get up, he was wrapped up.
Yeah. Saw Braden Taiwan do it. He says, "Watch me. I'm going to take it to the end zone." The Mojave defense had another idea.
What a wild play to wrap up what was an extremely impressive first. Just a really bad idea to be doing it on your own 10-yard line.
Don't play hot potato inside the 20, in the red zone. Not a good idea. Wow.
And Wright's going to throw for it, and throws his softest pass of the night that falls into the waiting fingertips of Kamani Wilkes. And the Miners have hit the 40 mark. Space to a guy with some wheels.
Slipped through a couple of arm tackles.
You know, for the Miners last year, 6-3 in league play, and they only lost 4 starters off that team last year. So that's a coach's dream.
So impressive, and like I mentioned, you know, 3rd year now of the new system. They're learning.
Bobby on offense here, and it's Khalid Walker fighting for all he's worth, and he loses it, puts it on the rug, and is able.
Obviously, he was not the receiver, but a double coverage on this team. Proby had this play covered deep, and that passed Antonio.
So the Miners will take over on. And we're back with you at Sunrise Mountain. And they're still popping pads out there.
Yeah, they're blocking. A couple of these blocks were an illegal block. Block in the back. We'll bring this play back. It's an excuse to throw because you need to get that guy experience throwing the football.
And how about this? Open spaces. This is Trayvon Ward. They are not going to catch him.
Wow.
And now a flag flies at the tail end of the play. I'm assuming.
He said that you know, they're chasing points. Ward gets to the outside and then cuts it back against the grain and to the middle of the field, and he is gone. That almost looked like a punt return.
Yeah, no, he can
get a little bit of a wedge, and he had thought, well, maybe, you know, this is like a 24-17, 24-13 type of game. I thought
the score has ballooned like this, but I think you're right, Kenny.
Yeah,
I mean, that's over at the point of attack.
They're not. They were beaten at the line of scrimmage. The second line of defense was nowhere to be found, and
overs the turnovers just really shut their chances down in this game in the first half.
Well, Sunrise Mountain has been bend but do not break, and they haven't bent a lot. They've bent a little bit, but they have not broken. They've been very tough in the red zone and shutting down Mojave.
But clearly.